Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this evening. My name is Christopher Koza. About 6 years ago, my wife and I moved to Sykesville to start our family, in part because of the reputation of the schools. Now that our oldest is on the cusp of school, my wife and I look to whom we would entrust with the education of our child. Tonight, I would like to express to you my concerns over the content of the public school libraries. And the content that I will be quoting is graphic in nature. I encourage the children not to be present. I contend that our children's education must begin with instilling a value system where the good, the true, and the beautiful are placed as the objective. Education is based on the idea that there are truths worth pursuing, that the obtainment of truth is a worthy good, and that through honest discourse we may discover truth. I assert that this list I have here of more than 50 books, compiled by my wonderful neighbors of Moms for Liberty, falls well short of the objective. I do not wish for these books to be banned. I would encourage all the good men and women of Carroll County to know the content of the books. My argument is specifically this: books containing graphic sexual content are not worthy of a place of honor in our school libraries. Students should only be given content that the parents see fit. Adults should be free to pursue whatever books they wish outside of school. My good neighbors, the contents of our school libraries are not meant to be a libertine exercise in the limits of our God-given right to the freedom of expression. Instead, our school libraries are to arm our students with the good, the true, and the beautiful through literature. The placement of these books upon those shelves is an endorsement by our educational institutions. The contents of the school libraries serves as a proclamation that these books are worthy of our children to read, because within them is contained eternal truths and beauty that once obtained will better our children. From the list of concerning books, I question why Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen is in Century FSK, South Carroll, Winters Mill, and Westminster High Schools. Or at least they have been until our good superintendent, Dr. McCabe, made the prudent decision to withdraw them until they complete the review process. I read you now a small excerpt from page 133, but I encourage everyone to read that and get the full context on their own. She peels it free, delves both her hands between my thighs to spread them, and reaches down for my balls. She rests them in one hand, juggling them like eggs, while she examines my penis. The passage continues. Then I feel a mouth close around the head of my penis. I gasp. The women giggle. But it's a purring sound, an encouraging sound, as they continue trying to get a response. Oh God, she's sucking it for God's sakes. I asked my good neighbors, the opposition, to explain how graphic sexual content like what I just read may better our children, and I would ask that they be specific. Perhaps when I say the good, the true, and the beautiful, my words elicit an altogether different image in the minds of the opposition. An inversion of our morality would demand that books filled with this filth be placed into our school library. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, I close with this. When we understand that the opposition believes that smuggling sexual perversion through literature to our children is an inherent good, then we may start to address this topic with honesty. I thank you for your time. May God bless our children. May God bless Carroll County.